you stabbed your daughter because you wanted to get rid of her, save your relationship.
No,
Then you also killed your dad on purpose. There was no self-defense there.
It's truly mind-boggling how some mothers can do absolutely anything for their children, even put their own lives on the line. However, there are exceptions to this rule, as evidenced by the unfathomable actions of Cheyanne Nicole Jesse. She actually took the life of her own 6-year-old daughter and her father, all of the twisted purpose of being with her boyfriend. It's an absolutely chilling case that leaves one feeling completely unsettled. It's almost impossible to comprehend how a mother could commit such heinous acts. Yet, if we look deeper into the details of the case, particularly the harrowing interrogation, we can gain some insight into this disturbing event. Let's dive into the perplexing case of Cheyanne Jesse. This double murderer called the cops on August 1, 2015 to report her father, Mark Weekly, and her 6-year-old daughter, Meredith, missing. But things quickly took a chilling turn when the police discovered that the two had actually been killed a few weeks earlier. And what shocked everyone was the motive behind this heinous crime. Jesse, in a fit of rage, repeatedly stabbed and shot her own flesh and blood because she believed they were causing problems in her already tumultuous relationship with her boyfriend, Matthew Cody Monroe. And the cherry on top? She didn't even call the police until about 2 weeks after the killings and left the bodies unattended for 4 days before concealing them in plastic storage containers in a neighbor's shed. After reporting them missing, Cheyanne claimed she got text messages from her father, Mark. In them, he claimed to have a terminal illness and wanted to spend his remaining days traveling the country with his granddaughter. He also instructed family members not to look for him and said he was leaving everything, including his house, to Cheyanne. But something just didn't add up. Why would a grandfather take off with his granddaughter without telling anyone where they were going? And why hadn't anyone heard from them in nearly 2 weeks? The detectives knew they had to act fast to find Meredith and Mark, and the clock was ticking. What happened to them? Were they in danger? As they started to piece together the clues, they knew this was going to be a case unlike any other. Her interrogation is twisted and unsettling. The interrogation begun normally, but the detectives were quick to catch on that Cheyanne might not be all right with her mental state. They asked when was the last time she visited a doctor.
When is the last time that she was seen by the doctor for medical appointment for checkup? Not psychiatric to checkup.
regular checkup. I think it was like 4th kindergarten. I took her there. And no, I had some blood work done. I don't remember the exact
Tell me
date.
about, so what grade is she going to be going into?
And she's supposed to be going into the 1st grade.
Okay, so
She got-
before her kindergarten year,
Yeah.
she didn't have any problems or sicknesses or checkups or anything throughout a year?
They did some blood work though through the doctor, and they've done EEG with her brain. They've sent her to a cardiologist. I found out she does have bicuspid aortic valve, I think is what it's called, where you got like 2 valves in your heart instead of 3.
Uh-huh.
It says nothing to be concerned with, just watch her and everything. So I kind of became like, I'm overprotective. I don't really let her go outside very much unless I'm out there.
Well, when did she have blood work done? What was that for?
They were trying to see what all she had, like what medicines would work with her, like if she was sick or
So
like.
was that before kindergarten or was that after in the year?
That was during the year whenever they were trying. The new doctors came with Peace River because I did take her to Grace Point, and Grace Point just wanted to say, oh, she's just ADHD. Well, all the ADHD medicine that they give her wasn't working.
Does she get SSI for her, or how would the bills pay with her?
She has insurance, yeah, Medicaid.
Which company?
Meadow. I have it in my wallet. It's Meta something rather. It shows an M. I don't.
Do you have your wallet with you?
Yes, sir.
Then they proceeded to talk about how her father texted Cody, her boyfriend, saying that he went to Georgia and he had cancer. After that, the detectives inquired her if her dad had always slept on the couch and about his smoking and drug use.
I looked around and I just see where my dad looked like he laid like his dad on the couch to like lay on and stuff. I sat on the couches and I just still smell a funny smell. I just want.
Sat on the couch since your dad left?
Yeah.
Okay, was the sheets there?
Yeah.
But does your dad normally sleep on the couch, or?
Sometimes he fell asleep on the couch, but he mainly sleeps in his bed because the couch hurts his back, and he has to be up and down all the time.
So what, he doesn't normally sleep on the couch though?
He
Like or what?
He used to sleep on the couch when we had that one that fell on the porch in the house, but it started hurting his back really bad, so he started like going back to his bed.
How long has it been back in his bed?
I don't know what his sleep pattern's been like since I've been with my fiance.
But before you left, was he sleeping back in his bed again or what?
Yeah.
As the interrogation proceeded, they asked her about when she finally called the police.
What prompted you to finally call the police? I mean,
Well, I've checked everything out, see if he really did go up there, found everybody that I've talked to, and I was like, well, I still ain't talked to him, I'm really freaking concerned. So I went and I looked, and your office was, the state troopers was closed.
mm-hmm.
So I waited till the morning to try to call you guys because I didn't know what the numbers were.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend Matthew,
Mm-hmm.
Cody, his name's Kurt, and he and his wife gave us a number to call you guys.
What number? 911?
No, not I want the actual police place.
The sheriff's office?
Yes, sir. And we had a job that's out there.
So, did you know Tony could have took that phone out of there? I mean,
No, and when he normally gets off of work and stuff, he doesn't really think.
he doesn't told me. When did you finally took the phone?
Label we were there at the house when we were looking, and I guess he must have slipped his mind.
You're at what house?
My dad's house.
The detectives started pushing on, but they knew something was amiss. The detective said that she needed to explain everything.
I know you have a very tough life, okay? Having to deal with your daughter and the situations. And do you love your daughter?
Yes, simple. I love her with all my heart.
All right. But I know you're having a tough time with that, and it's affecting your relationship because you said that even with your daughter not there, it's made it better for you and Cody to work on your problems and get better as a unit.
So we can handle her.
Right. I have a weird suspicion that we're not going to find a raccoon in the woods by your Mike dad's house, are we?
I threw one out there.
Are we going to find a raccoon that you threw out there, Cheyanne?
It should be out there. I don't know if it is available that run wild out there. I don't know.
So it is not there, but an animal could have got it.
I don't know. I don't know what goes on in my neighborhood.
Well, we know a dead raccoon is going to be picked up by the guy on the bicycle, right?
No.
So I'm saying if it's not there, you're saying it's got to be the animals that got it, right?
I threw one out there. That's all I know.
I know. Are we going to find it out there?
It should be able to find one out there.
If it's not out there, where does it go? How did it leave?
Probably another animal.
Okay. I don't think that, to be honest with you, I don't think that you found that raccoon or the house. Number one, because you already said that you found rats in the house, which I do not believe. Okay? So if you got the rats out, what would make you look, and you said that was what was thinking.
Yeah.
And you said that the meat had magnetol and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I could tell you that the garbage can does not smell anything like rotten meat was in there. That stuff smells horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, I cooked a lot of stuff in my house. Okay, a lot of meat. Therefore, I eat a lot of shooting, as you can tell, right? I throw meat and bones in my, I was supposed to, because if it's in the bag, they don't like it. But I still do. Okay, I don't follow along this and stuff, but I'll throw meat in my garbage can and it rots.
Cheyenne's story was starting to break down.
What's going to happen when we see your dad's phone communicating with your phone? What's going to happen when that call doesn't exist on your phone on Monday when you said you tried to call him and go straight to voicemail after to make sure he took your daughter to the doctor? What's going to happen when that call doesn't exist? What's going to happen if that call does exist, but it's in the same place as your phone or Cody's phone? What's going to happen then? Because it's going to look very, very troublesome, Cheyanne, if your phone is communicating with your dad's phone, but you guys are up in North Lakeland. I really don't think you're a bad person. I think you want to do the right thing and be honest. If you went in and you saw some town stuff.
Wait, I remember.
Okay, well, you're not going to forget that. So you need to remember where they're at so we can find them. At least do that. At least tell us where they're at. Are they at the house, Cheyanne? Yes or no? I don't know. Are they at the house? Yes or no? Because it's either they are there or they're not there. Yeah, and you know where they're at. Are they at the house? Yes or no?
No.
Where are they at?
I-
Cheyenne?
They told me they were going to Georgia. That's all.
That's not what happened because let me tell you right now.
And just blood in the house. Thank you as the last person to say that.
We already could tell. I could already tell you that they had nothing to do with this. I know I could prove that. Okay? My main concern right now is finding your dad and your daughter. And I don't want to mess with this all night. I just want to find them.
The detective then had to put some pressure on.
I mean, well, sit up, Cheyenne, sit up. You guys, your dad's missing and your 6-year-old daughter is missing, okay? And you guys are cleaning up the house, bombing the house, moving cars around, taking this truck, taking your dog, like they don't even exist. You know what that tells me? That tells me, and I've done this job a long time, this is not my first case, okay? That tells me that you know where they're at. But you know they're not coming back.
Except said he wasn't coming back, so...
No, but that's what the text message said. That's what the text message said, that either you or Cody sent to somebody's phone. Your dad didn't send that text message. Remember the phone records tell me? We have the phone records. Okay? So I know all that stuff you said is not true. They're possible. So, where are they at? Cheyenne?
I really don't know.
Well, what happened to them?
I don't know.
Do you agree with me that a lot of the stuff you said is not true? Do you agree with me?
I'm just going off of what I remember.
Okay, but do you agree with
What I remember.
I'm not asking what you remember. Do you agree with me that a lot of the stuff you told me is not true? Do you agree with me that the raccoon, you pulling it out, throwing it in the weeds right there is not true? Is that true? Just let's start with that.
I pulled it out of a raccoon and I tossed it.
Where'd you toss?
I tossed it like that.
Where did it go?
I heard it hit the woods or trees or something.
But would you agree with me if that's not even true?
When the phone records and text messages arrived, it proved everything wrong. Text messages exposed Cheyenne's lies, but still, she didn't confess. The detective had enough.
Cheyenne, where's your dad at? Yes, you do. Can you please look at me? Where's your dad?
I don't know.
Where's your daughter?
Where's my dad?
Here's what happened. You love Cody so much, right? You want to marry him, right? Was he the love of your life?
Yeah.
I hope so. If we're there, okay? This man you do not want to lose, right? You even said your dad said you finally got a good man, right?
Yeah.
So you're proud of that.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose him, right? And he threatened you that you're losing if you don't do something by your daughter, right?
So we better help.
No, he said you better take care of the situation. Couldn't control it. You couldn't control it. You couldn't. You were afraid of losing Cody, so you took care of it. And you're trying to make people think that your dad and your daughter are still alive by telling these fibs. Oh, I have heard from my dad that I talked to one of my family members and he's doing okay up there. There's no confusion about that. That's very clear what's going on, okay? Where is your dad and your daughter? What did you do with them? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. When you got there, did it get out of control and your dad came at you or something? You had to defend yourself with your gun? I can understand that. I can understand that.
I just can't remember.
But what happened? Do you remember all these times that your dad comes at you and hits you and belittles you, but you don't remember that day you dropped your daughter off?
No, I don't remember. Like, it's like I became a different person, like I blacked out.
Then what happened when you blacked out? You eventually woke up because you cleaned up. So what happened?
After seeing her story breaking down, Cheyanne changed her statement saying that she didn't remember and that she blacked out. But the detectives were already close to getting the confession.
What when you pushed your daughter? Where'd she fly into?
She fell into the knife that he always carries.
She fell into the knife? He had the knife in his hand?
Yeah.
And did that hurt her?
I don't know.
Well, she fell into it, where did it hit her back?
And
Did the knife hit her in her back? Okay, into the back.
I don't know if it went like fire neck or what. I don't remember that. I don't remember. I just remember I blacked out.
Yeah, but did she go screaming? Have to remember that.
I heard her scream, yeah.
What'd you do?
Mommy!
So did you Did you try to get your dad off of her? Or what did you do next? What happened next?
I don't remember. I just remember that my daddy was on me.
Okay, and how'd you get it off you? Did you have the saddle on?
I pushed him. I don't know. I did something. That's all I remember. And I blacked out.
Okay, but you didn't black out all the way. You remember some stuff because you remember your daughter falling in your dad's knife. How he died holding the knife.
They go like this, and I was putting it like away.
If you're saying that this is a self-defense issue, okay.
Things were getting messed up. Slowly but surely, the detectives got out a confession from Cheyanne.
No, they're in the shed at the landlady's house. I didn't know what to do.
You're in the shed at the landlady's house?
Yeah, I just don't know what to do.
Are they in totes or what?
Yes.
Okay. How long were they at the house before you put them in totes?
I don't remember that day. Everything went blurry and freaking out.
When you say, hey, I need to hear you, okay, so I understand. Are they in totes like storage totes?
Yes.
Okay. And when did you put them in there that same day?
No, I left because I don't remember exactly what happened.
Where's your landlady shed at?
On her property.
Like, is it out back?
Yes.
Okay. Is it locked?
Yes.
You have the key to it?
Yes.
Where's the key at?
On me right now.
Can I have it? Please?
But I don't know what I'm going to do or better.
Well, first thing first is I need to get them out of there, okay? So I need you to give me the key. Is it in your jacket pocket?
Oh, my key.
Cheyanne started to break down even more.
My daddy did.
Who stabbed your dad?
I did to protect her. I was trying to. I didn't get to her in time.
Where did you stab him in the neck?
No, I stabbed him in the heart.
You stabbed him in the heart? Where's the knife at?
I don't know where it's at with that one.
Where'd the knife come from?
My pocket. Because that's where he grabbed it from.
He took the knife out of your pocket? Show me what the knife looks like.
It looks like what like Cody has. We have matching knives.
Well, I don't know what. Is it a folding knife?
Yes.
How long is the blade on it?
Like that, like.
Okay. So you stabbed him in the heart with that?
Yeah.
How did you get the knife away from him?
I hit him in the head with the freaking thingy-majigger on the floor that he has.
What thing?
The detective didn't buy her story.
I think you stabbed your daughter. No, okay, you stabbed your daughter because you wanted to get rid of her, save your relationship.
No,
Then you also killed your dad on purpose. There was no self-defense there.
hell, no, I didn't.
Yes.
Who?
Yes, that's right.
No, I mean, what happened?
Because we find your daughter, if her neck is sliced all the way open, she knows you don't just run into a knife and that happens.
The detectives had her figured out since the beginning. It's a tragic and heart-wrenching tale of a woman who committed the unthinkable act of murdering her own father and young daughter. Despite her troubled past and difficult upbringing, there's no excuse for taking innocent lives. Cheyanne Jesse will now face the harsh reality of spending the rest of her life behind bars after being convicted of the double homicide. The sentencing was handed down in Bartow, where she'll now live out the rest of her days.